What's up, true believers? Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our fantastic panel here at E3 2019 for Marvel's Avengers. I'm Andrea Renee of What's Good Games. How many of you saw the big reveal last night? Yeah? Excellent. I, of course, brought some friends with me, and I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Sean, we'll start with you.
Sean S. Guy, creative director at Crystal Dynamics.
I'm Vincent Napoli. I'm the lead combat designer at Crystal Dynamics.
I'm Megan Marie. I'm senior community and social media manager at Crystal.
Hey, friends. Bill Roseman, creative director, Marvel Games.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's got some fans in the audience. Well, we have so much to dive into here in a very short amount of time, so we're going to try to cover a lot of ground. But Sean, I wanted to start with you and talk about Crystal Dynamics as a studio and really how excited you guys were to be able to work on Marvel's Avengers. I mean, Avengers kind of a big deal right now, coming off this incredible launch of Endgame. You're really kind of capping out the MCU.
Yeah, it's a super big deal. I mean, we, just the merger between, this 80 plus years of history with Marvel.
This year, our 80th anniversary.
Right?
Amazing.
Right? And Crystal Dynamics, our storytelling abilities, our single-player campaign's been, with Laura Croft, right? Just getting that merger now of taking such a big, franchise and putting in that story, that riveting story, and giving it, putting our spin on it and telling our versions of those stories in that world. It's super exciting.
Did you guys feel any pressure at all when you knew that this project was going to happen?
Oh yeah, the pressure's still on. Look at this. Look at this.
It's very
right?
intimidating.
The fans drive us, right? Whenever we see these comments, we take it to heart. We're like, we've got to fix it. We got to make it better. We're doing it for you guys.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about this story. So you had mentioned it's an original story that Crystal is spearheading, obviously working with your friends over at Marvel Games. Let's dive into what fans can expect. So we saw some things in the reveal trailer.
Yep.
Where do you want to start?
We should start at A
A-Day. A-Day. So the Avengers, are blamed for this tragedy, A-Day, right? They brought out some technology that was pretty experimental. There was a heist to steal this technology, and it pretty much leveled San Francisco and hurt a lot of people. Cap went down with the ship. The Avengers are now a little, sort of in disarray. They don't know what to do. There's a lot of guilt at the loss, right? Lives were lost. They failed. So, the journey as a player that you will get is seeing how all these different Avengers deal with this guilt, this failing. And will they make it? Will they be able to pull it together and do what they do best?
I mean, it sounds super intense.
It is. I mean, and it's a really authentic Marvel story where, yeah, you want the costumes and you want the powers and you want the big spectacle and the action. But, as Stan Lee said, we're going to put the human in the superhuman. And so you want that, the highs and the lows. You know that these characters have flaws. They're not perfect. But they don't give up. They face their adversity straight on. And the fantasy of the Avengers is, we may come from different backgrounds. We may disagree. We may argue. But when a hole rips in the sky and hell pours out, I got your back.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
It is.
So you were talking about the recognizability of these characters, right? Everybody knows who the Avengers are, but these faces that we saw in the reveal last night were different, right? I think a lot of us maybe felt a little off-put at first because we have spent so many years with these actors in the MCU. As a studio for you guys, did you find that process of kind of creating the looks for these characters to be a challenge, or did you always kind of know what they were going to look like?
No, it's an evolving process, right? So it is the challenge of the studio. We wanted to put our spin on it. We wanted it to fit our story, right? And tell, see them grow in that. So everything from their designs, their costumes, the ability to change those costumes, to outfit it as you want them as players, to level up. All that is in the player's control. So we have to start from somewhere to give you that room to go somewhere. So it's by design our own spin on these Avengers.
Exactly. When we started, we looked at everything. We looked not just at films, we went all the way back. We looked at 60 years of Avengers comics. We looked at cartoons. We looked at statues. We looked at t-shirts. We looked at everything. And we said, how can we tell our own all-new, authentic, original Avengers story? And part of that is that the characters are, yes, they're going to, be instantly recognizable. You're going to look at it and you're going to say, that's Captain America. But they're going to be unique to the game to say, well, I've never quite seen that Captain America uniform. In fact, if you get a close-up of the shirt, revealed here, first time, we actually changed and did our version of Captain America's shield. Usually the star stays within the blue. We're going out, we're making the red a little bit more aggressive, so it's a small detail, but when you see it, you're like, oh, that's Captain America's shield. Well, wait a minute, let me look at that. That's a little different. Yep. So we're approaching all the characters like that. How can we make them unique to Crystal's game?
That's what I loved about seeing this process and seeing the evolution of the characters as the team was working on them and how every detail had so much thought. And, hardcore fans can go into various things, even the logo with the beak on it and stuff, and know that came from a huge group of passionate and knowledgeable Marvel fans.
That's right.
Yeah.
It goes for the gameplay also. I mean, just like the story for the gameplay, we have to look back on 80 years of history and deliver the experience that people are expecting. So it's throughout the entire thing, I think.
And speaking of what people are expecting, we're on a different coast. We're not in New York, where we know the Avengers to be.
Right.
What are the Avengers doing on the west side?
Everyone always expects, Avengers, East Coast, Manhattan, Avengers Mansion, or Avengers Tower. But astute true believers, who read West Coast Avengers back in the day? Yeah. So there was a series back in the 80s, great book called West Coast Avengers, and the Avengers said, well, wait a minute. In a state, there's not just one fire station, right? There's fire stations all over the state, so the firemen can react quickly. So why do we only have one headquarters on the East Coast? Why don't we have headquarters on the West Coast? So it doesn't take us 8 hours to fly over, sorry, California, that Namor's attacking. We'll be there in 8 hours. So as the game opens, it's A-Day, and they're opening this all-new Avengers headquarters there in San Francisco. And part of that is, if you notice, that helicarrier. Mm-hmm. Now, usually, you associate a helicarrier with only S.H.I.E.L.D. Avengers are in Quinjets, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s in the helicarrier. But as our A-Day opens, you realize that the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D., who don't always see eye to eye and don't always get along, but they've decided to band together, and part of this new headquarters is the Avengers will have their own themed helicarrier called the Chimera. And on that Chimera, that's where the experimental energy source is located.
And the source of the conflict, right? Because you have S.H.I.E.L.D., you have the Avengers, they don't play nice normally, right? Now they're in this merger and something goes wrong. So you can only imagine the tensions to come.
It just gets
right?
worse.
It does.
Well, we definitely are excited to see how that tension's going to unfold. And speaking of tension, we've got a little cinematic here that we want to show you guys, which you may have seen last night, with two pretty recognizable characters. So let's go ahead and take a look at this clip.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check
It was a
the science?
heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that. You knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up?
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
No, we failed him. We failed him.
I love that scene.
So good.
And
Smoldering.
the acting.
Yeah.
The acting during that
Phenomenal
scene.
Yeah, and that's the tension, right? You have Bruce, who's always, cautious and smart about his decisions and careful about his decisions. And you have Tony, who's a little more brash, and, he'll go out there. He is very smart, but he takes more risks, right? And in the scenario, the same thing, the technology, that's the conversation that they're having. It was experimental. We shouldn't have put it out there. We shouldn't have risked, lives. But it wasn't meant to even move. So there's this conflict of who's to blame, and that's what I think a lot of people are not seeing on the surface. There's a deeper, much deeper story about the Avengers. Are they heroes? Are they villains? Are they dangerous? Right? And those are the conflicts that they're having themselves, which is great.
Well, and taking on this kind of subject matter is not something that you trust to just anybody. You guys unveil a star-studded lineup of voice actors that are going to be appearing in the game.
One might say we've assembled an all-star cast.
I didn't want to say it. Thanks for taking the
So
bullet
shall we
for
go
me.
through them?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Sean, we'll do the Marvel team up. Playing
boy.
the living legend, super soldier, Captain America, we have.
Huh?
We have Jeff Shine.
Threw me off there. I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say the whole thing. Just Shine.
All right. Let's see. Playing the ultimate tactical spy, Black Widow, we have.
Laura Bailey.
All right.
Hey, Laura.
Playing the Asgardian God of Thunder, we have.
Travis Willingham.
Playing Dr. Bruce Banner, who deals with his inner anger monster, we have.
Troy Baker.
And playing the world-famous philanthropist, genius, playboy, armored Avenger, Iron Man, we have.
Nolan North.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So did you guys just get them on the first go? I think in the video, Nolan's like, how do you say no to somebody asking you to play Iron Man, right?
Yeah, no. It
No
was,
arm twisting?
there was none needed. These guys are fans themselves, right? They were literally calling, like, hey, I heard you guys are doing this thing. I want to do it. I want to do it. And, there was just, of course we want you to do it. Who else could bring these characters to life? And their spin on these characters, I mean, it reflects in the game. It is truly amazing to see them work.
Well, listen, as great as those guys and gals are, I think everyone in the audience here wants to hear a little bit more about the gameplay of Marvel's Avengers. So let's talk.
We have someone.
Oh no.
Yes, we've got Vince, who happens to be the combat expert of the crew. So let's start there, shall we? So we got to see some cool little snapshots within the trailers that we saw last night. But I think everyone wants to know, how is combat going to work in Marvel's Avengers?
Well, I mean, as you might expect, the biggest challenge with something like Avengers is that every character is so unique and so different that there isn't just one kind of combat genre thing that you can apply to it. So I think the most amazing thing with the combat system that we've done for Marvel's Avengers is that we've put together something that is uniquely catered to each hero. And we went with the goal of, like, when we get to Iron Man, it's, all right, what do people expect out of Iron Man? It's gadgets, it's abilities, it's flying around. What do we expect when you get to Hulk? Can I pick people up? Can I pick a second person up? Can I run around and jump around with two people? It's like we have to have all those things, and we do. And it's pretty amazing to look back and look at all the characters and think each one of those feels like it's their own game. So like when you're playing Black Widow, you feel like this is a Black Widow game. Like if you weren't playing cooperatively or you're not playing one of the other heroes, it feels like the entire thing has been catered to her. So it's been a huge challenge, but I think that's at least for me, that's the best thing about the combat system so far.
I think you can understate that challenge. I mean, the 5 characters with the 5 different combat styles and the 5 different traversal and gadgets and so on, and each of them feels so different on the sticks, and that's what I love. I love that so much. I mean, playing Widow, she's so agile and she's got all these cool gadgets, and that's so different than playing Hulk, who feels hulky, like he feels more weighty when he's moving, and the things that he can do are so different. And finding ways like, how do we empower traversal for this character? How does it make sense for that character? How do we, give that fantasy, that ultimate fantasy of being Thor?
Yeah, I mean, they all have unique traversal.
Yeah.
Grappling hooks, they've got wall jumps, they've got characters that can fly. So each one is not just, there's no mechanic that we can just sort of copy paste to them. It's like we get to that character and we're like, all right, how would they move? Let's do that first and foremost. Not even thinking about, what would be the easy way out? It's like, nope, we're taking the way to be exactly what you want out of that character, and we're going to deliver that first and go from there, which is definitely the hard route, as Sean knows. It's the
Well, you've got Bill over there.
Well,
watching you all the time.
He is.
And it began with the conversations of us sitting down and using these glasses to bring out the comics and really dig in and think about, well, wait a minute. How would Captain America fight? He was trained by the military, so he'd be very direct and forceful in his combat. Black Widow, you'd think, she'd fight like Cap, right? No, she was trained by the Red Room. She knows about espionage and spying and stealth. So while there is a military flavor to her, it's more tactical, so it's leaning in that direction. And then looking at Thor and say, he wasn't trained like them. He was up in Asgard training, fighting against beasts and monsters. And speaking of monsters, the Hulk is all about that and unleashing that strength. We talked about everything about how they stand, how they would move, how they work together. And then Iron Man, bringing in that aerial aspect, and of course he's gonna fight differently. He wasn't trained like Captain America, so it really began with those conversations and like talking about how do we want to deliver the Avengers as we see them, as they should be, and most importantly, deliver the Avengers how the players want to play them, and then choose how to unlock their skills and make them play how you want to, and make your Avengers comprised of the teams that you want. And so it's you're living your superhero fantasy, making choices with all the options that the Avengers offer you.
So let's talk a little bit about that, about how co-op is going to work, because that was a big question that I saw from fans after last night's reveals. Like, obviously, I want to assemble my friends and play together. Are we going to have teams of multiple heroes, or do you have to pick individual ones? Can you guys explain a little bit about how co-op's going to work?
Do you want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, we only allow one hero. It's like there's only one Hulk running around. It's such a narratively focused cooperative experience, and that we're keeping the story alive through single player, through multiplayer. So, but we let you assemble up to 4 heroes, and you can play number of missions. You can play the narrative storyline that sort of weaves through the single player in a really inventive way.
Yeah, and I can add to that a little bit. So just to give you an idea of the structure of the game, right? We have a really story-driven campaign, and you can jump out in that beginning of that campaign and decide, well, you know what, I just want to go play with my friends, and then you get the setup of the world and you understand what's happening, and then you can jump out and play with friends. Then you have, so there's multiple options for players to play this game. Then you can just say, I just want to go through this story, and straight shot the story. I want to learn everything about the story, and then jump out into, the co-op world. And then you have the third option, which I think is pretty awesome as well, which is I can go play the narrative, jump out at intervals and complete missions, level up, make my own Avenger, choose my favorite hero, come back into the story, progress in the story, and then jump back out again, level up this character, feel that character out, say, oh, I want this version of Hulk, I want that version of Iron Man. And that's the thing, it's kind of a new game, right? It's a new organism in terms of game. It's not just a single-player campaign. You have choices. You have choices of characters. You get to customize them. You decide how you want to play this game, which is what I think is the best part of this game.
So if I only ever wanted to play as Thor, is that something I can do, or do I have to kind of try them all out at some point?
No, you can. The campaign you'll have to play the character that progresses the story, right? But if you only wanted to choose missions as Thor, you can when you go out on your missions. And if you only wanted to play it in single player, you can, and you can experience the whole thing just playing a single player, which is awesome.
And these co-op missions are so fun. I mean, we have like the campaign, and it's very cinematic and so on. But then the co-op missions have this narrative wrapper. They're in this world that just hearing the banter between the characters, and it's you really do feel like you're on a mission with your buddies as the Avengers, and you're going and doing something meaningful within this world that's going to advance this huge meta narrative.
Exactly. And there's as you said, there's story woven through everything.
Yeah.
Whether you stay in the single player campaign or you do your co-op, at the heart of everything that Marvel does and the heart of everything that Crystal does is story.
Yep.
So we're always talking about why are the characters doing this? What are you doing? And what's your motivation? What's your goal? And that's what's really great. Is our collective love for story comes through, and it's in everything.
That's why it's so exciting that launch is just the beginning for this. You get this amazing core campaign, which is so satisfying on its own, but then this world is just going to keep expanding. We have a narrative that's going to be delivered over multiple years with regular content drops, and we have so much history to draw from.
Yes, we do.
So I mean,
80 years.
80 years.
It is just so fulfilling knowing that we're just going to take our community on this journey that is going to be, like I said, unraveled over multiple years.
So would you guys qualify this as a live service game? Because I think that's something that a lot of players are excited about today, about being able to constantly go into their favorite games and spend time in there on an ongoing basis. Or is this more of like a traditional release with DLC expansions?
It's tricky.
It's
Or are
kind
you
of
still
unique.
working it out?
It's kind of new, I would say.
It's
It is a live
all
service.
different experience.
Yeah. I would say it's sort of all those things. Like it is a live service, but it's so narrative focused that there isn't really a game you can point to that says, oh, it's kind of like this thing. It's like, no, this is a story driven with all of the multiplayer sort of ongoing
It is a
gameplay
new
stuff.
organism. Yeah, it is something that is new, and that's why you'll have to experience it to see
We
it.
wanted to live in the Marvel Avengers world.
Exactly.
Like I think that was the goal. I
Yes!
feel like it
We
was.
want people to keep
love
coming
that.
back.
It was like whatever it took to achieve the goal of like we don't want to just level up these characters and play them. It's like no, once we commit to all this gameplay and commit to the progression of them and really build them out, it's like I don't really want to put that down. How do we build a world where you keep playing these characters? So
At
it kind of
such
started
at a
from
regular
that.
cadence too. And that's the thing, we said this last night, and it was so great to hear the reception to it, but all new superheroes and all new regions are going to be free. So you buy the game,
Yeah, free is
and we're taking you on this
And let
journey.
me say, last night we heard people yelling out for certain heroes that they did not see, that they wanted to see. Let me tell you, we love them all. I hear a Hawkeye out there. We love Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'll just say, stay tuned, true believer.
All the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much in store for the future of this game, and like we said, superheroes and new regions are free, no random loot boxes, no pay-to-win scenarios. We want you to be able to play with your
Yeah.
friends and have this superhero, this superhero dream, being able to be your favorite Avenger and play with your friends on a regular basis in a world that's just constantly evolving. It's so exciting.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Embrace your powers.
So you guys also announced that you're doing a partnership with PlayStation.
That is
Don't
true.
think that didn't slip by us out there watching.
PlayStation. Sony?
And
What?
so there was another Marvel PlayStation game that came out not that long ago that maybe some people out here played. I believe that was Marvel
some of you.
Spider-Man on PS4. So
Well-
we're gonna see some crossover content. Bill?
I could say this. Last time we were here a year ago discussing that certain character, the roof caught on fire. And if I was to comment on that character now, I think the roof would fall on my head. So I will say right now we're just focused on creating the best Avengers game.
Thought I was gonna get an exclusive, you guys. I was really hoping for it.
You gotta
Had to
try.
do my due diligence and ask.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Well, we don't have too much time left, but I did want to touch on one thing that we didn't get a chance to talk about with Vince when we were discussing combat, and that is your pedigree and your legacy. Because
no,
you don't want to talk about it?
Yeah,
No, I can't-
he doesn't want to, but we want him to.
Okay. Well, listen. I think everyone here
Sorry.
wants to hear about throwing Mjolnir and where that came from, right? No?
Yes?
What did you
No.
do? Because you helped craft another Norse axe that we threw in a game last year called God of War.
You did. You did.
That was a satisfying game.
I
So.
spent 5 years working on a certain thrown weapon that might have been inspired from a certain Norse god. No, I mean, to be honest, one of the reasons that I wanted to come work at Crystal, I've been such a Marvel fan my whole life, is that when I got there and they sort of explained what the game was and what they were trying to do, I thought, if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it. Like when it comes out, I'm going to be playing it no matter what. So I can either be a part of that or I can regret not working on it at the time. So I had to come here. And yeah, I mean, as we showed in the demo, we showed a little bit of throwing Mjolnir in the gameplay demo. It's been fun. It's been fun doing, to kind of get to do all the extra Thor stuff and again, pull from 80 years of Marvel history to kind of build something pretty unique. I'm pretty excited for people to get to see it.
Well, I think everyone out here is very excited to get to see it as well. So thank you
hope
so much
so.
for coming by. Don't forget, you guys,
Thank you for coming out.
Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix, and Marvel Games are showing a behind closed doors presentation on the show floor
gotta
over at
see
the
it.
Expo Hall.
Gotta
So
go see
please
it.
make your way to the South Hall to check out some gameplay from Marvel's Avengers. And we're going to get to play it. You guys announced the release date.
May 15, 2020.
There it is. So
Right.
we have one more little piece of video to show you guys because we want to see what the fan theories are going to bring back. So thank you so much again, and
Thank you, True
May 10th
Believers.
is soon enough.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Enjoy your E3.
Damn it! Progress, Hank!
I have a plan, but it's risky.
Hank, that doesn't look ready.
Come on, Tony, live a little.
Unbelievable. It worked.
It's sort of cute when they're small.
Ah,
didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.